When the pandemic started, we needed a base to look at it. We had an existing large-scale model of daily life in Switzerland, and that was the basis on which we built a further simulation to trace the impact of the pandemic.
Kai Axhausen and his team at the ETH Zurich are responsible for developing this simulation tool. The aim of this research project was to provide decision-makers with a reliable tool for deriving pandemic response measures. The strength of their further developed simulation was that clustered outbreaks and individual behavioral characteristics of people could also be included in the calculations, a capability that was not available with previous methods.
Multi-agent transport simulation MATSim is a mobility simulation that we use at ETH to simulate the transport movements of the whole Switzerland. These agents are digital copies of the individuals and the vehicles, and these interactions that we simulate in this system is what is basically creating the foundation for the epidemiological modeling afterwards.
Epidemiologists from the team integrated changes in the spread of diseases into the traffic models and were thus able to create a new simulation of virus spread, shown here as an example for Paris.
So with this simulation, we can investigate the mobility behavior of individuals throughout the week or throughout the month and look at their interactions on a daily level or a more granular level, both in time and space. And with this, we can then in detail look at the impacts of different restrictions, for instance, like lockdowns and so on.
Furthermore, Kai Axhausen and his team have developed openly accessible dashboards out of these simulations. This enabled the researchers to derive forecasts for the current pandemic as well as measures and strategies for containment.
The simulations were integrated in the decision-making process of the Federal Council, which was mostly concerned about the intensive care units and their capacity. And together with all the other simulations, the committee came to a joint recommendation on which the Federal Council then acted. Now, in any future, there will be the need for similar simulations to inform policymakers about the impacts of their measures. And as you know, the next pandemic is as certain as death and taxes.